Just imagine, how would it feel if someone had a lot of needles stuck in them? Today's movie is about this. The story begins with Laras calling her sister Ayu to apologize because Ayu didn't like her job. She was involved with many boys and wanted to leave that job. Ayu was upset with Laras, so she didn't answer her call. Ayu is a makeup artist. Now, Laras went to meet her client. Her friend, who is a taxi driver and also likes her, drops her off at that place. The client has a wife and a child. Yet, he still has an involvement with Laras. Darus tells him that she will never see him again and starts to leave. Just then, the man angrily attacks her and tries to force himself on her. Imran runs to save her life. She calls Ayu, but Ayu doesn't pick up the call due to her anger. Later, the man beats Laris severely and tells her not to go to the balcony, saying if he can't have her, no one else will. Saying this, he throws Laris off, resulting in 24 fractures. Now, Laris is in the hospital and the doctors inform Ayu that a part of Laris's brain is dead and only a miracle can. The doctors show Ayu an X-ray revealing several needles in Naras's brain. Everyone was shocked. The case was beyond the doctor's skills. News of the greed spread and Lalas's friend IOC suggests taking Naras to the village to see a shaman, a witch doctor dealing with spirits. Ayu refused, believing Lalas would recover soon, but Lalas died. Suddenly, Lalas's body began to move and she sat up. She had come back to life. On the way, a patient with Naras sees someone standing, but she can't see anything. Lalasa wakes up. Ayu composes herself and agrees to take Lalasa to a shaman, and they go to Lalasa's childhood home. There, Ayu meets with a police officer to ask about a shaman who could heal Lalasa, and he tells her about one. Ayu then meets the shaman and explains Narasa's accident. The village gang also spots Narasa because Lalasa's story had spread everywhere. Now Ayu recalls an old video where Lalasa mentions that surgery is expensive, so they should just get a sushu done. And both of them joke around. So in fact, Susuk involves large needles from college magic that are used to enhance beauty, so a person remains young and beautiful for a long time. These are made of soy gold and precious teeth and are performed as a ritual, guarded by entities like Sonia and demon booths. Therefore, if a person has these, there is a risk of spirits entering. Now, Sushuk is used to heal people, but if overused or neglected, it turns into a death-like intoxication, and spirits can enter a person's body, causing harm. If they fall ill or become victims of an accident, they have to endure suffering for a longer time because they are more vulnerable. Now, Ayu gets a smell from a dummy whose face was broken. When Ayu removes its broken mask, a decayed face is revealed. There were insects crawling, and in a dummy's cavity, she sees Lars's mask. And when Lars's friend came and saw, everything was normal. The next day, the shaman comes and removes the soy from Lars's cavity. Someone named Naraz was in pain and tried to stop the shaman as if something was inside them. Lars shaman less. There is a medicine, but shaman calms it down and starts to leave. As he leaves, he mentions that the happiness in Lars is not normal, Susuk, and that these Lars should be considered dead and left alone. Ayu does not agree and shaman leaves. Ayu searches online for a Susuk expert and even sends an email to one. Suddenly, Lars starts flying and Ayu sees Lars on the mobile screen, but when she turns around, Lars is lying on the bed. Seeing this, Ayu drops her mobile. When Ayu picks it up, she sees a ghost standing there, but the next moment no one is there. She points in one direction and starts scaring Ayu again. The next day we found out that Shaman had died with wounds on his face as a sign. Gunda tells the villagers that all this happened because of Susu. It was orchestrated by Jhandaras and that's why his condition is like this. Ayu asks Lars's friend to go to the expert and seek help. From the announcement made in the village, they also learned that Shaman has died. Creed's friend tells the expert that Lars only recovered when Shaman prayed for him, and when he heard about Ilaraj's condition, he was ready to help. Ari Narajli apologizes for not answering the call that day and returns to Naraj. Then she sees that Naras is in pain. She proceeds to clean the wound on his stomach where she sees an eye which makes her head spin. Just then, someone emerges from the cupboard whom Naraj can see and it frightens Ayu. Then suddenly, there! The friend arrived and everything seemed normal. They brought an expired pass for lunch. He asked the others to stay outside because Lars had many parasites inside him and they were clashing with him. Now the expert began to remove Lars's parasites, which were like a dream. Then, many shining creatures emerged from Lars's mouth. The entity inside Lars insisted it wouldn't leave. The expert removed the parasites one by one, encountering many unusual sights inside. However, after removing the parasites, Lars became calm. But the expert was quite astonished to discover that the happiness has not yet been removed, which Lars had won before, and that happiness is very powerful. So if the expert removes it, Lars might not be able to bear it and could lose her life. He was explaining all this to Naraz's friend. It turns out that Naraz's friend loves Lars, but he never told her because he doesn't consider himself a hero. However, Lars had told her sister Ayu that she thinks her friend will never accept her. In other words, they both liked each other but never expressed it. Nares was beginning to recover, but the villagers still had issues with Lars. Ayu was made to feel bad. They said her sister was a prostitute and should die. Hearing this, Ayu began to cry. The thug also left. He started speaking ill about her mother, which was also true. He said that her mother, like Naraz, was friends with many boys in those days. He even threatened to ask the police officer about it since there was a connection between him and her mother and that both Ayu and Naraz have different fathers. Hearing this, Ayu was completely shattered. Now, Ayu learns the whole truth from the police officer. Their mother was the most beautiful in the village, and many men fell in love with her and started relationships with her. However, when she married one man, Naraz was born, but their mother also had a relationship with another man, which led to Ayu's birth when this matter came to the attention of your mother's husband. It tried to kill your mother, which made the villagers so angry that they killed that man. Your mother was like a living corpse somewhere. She had decayed, just like Naraz was decaying. Her mother had also worn a shroud. Shaman was hired to extract her soul. She couldn't extract the entire soul. That's why they also went ahead and buried her mother so that her mother's spirit could remain at peace in the news. Lalas's body started decaying again. That's why his friend says they should let Naraz go because we have done everything. And in this way, Lalas is also having to endure suffering. The police officer tells Ayu that the man she was born from is actually him, meaning she is his daughter and he is her father. Hearing this, Ayu leaves from there. Meanwhile, we see the spirit inside Lars, where she is recovering and trying to get closer to her friend, just as Ayu comes in and sees this. However, Lars was lying on the bed in a poor condition. Ayu feels that Lars's friend is taking advantage of her, so she asks him to leave. At night, when he was leaving, he sees a group of thugs heading towards Lars's house and stops them. As a result, the study session ends. Inside, Ayu sees a small Lalas leading her to her mother. While looking at the drawing, the same ghost suddenly attacks Ayu from behind. The police officer and the expert come and save her. The expert tells Ayu that Lars has died and the Suzuki spirit has taken over Lars's body. He sends Ayu and the officer outside and begins the ritual. There was one thing in common between Lars and her mother. Just like with Lars, the lady shaman couldn't completely remove the Suzuki from her mother's body either. Therefore, the lady shaman performed a ritual to contain it and buried her mother in that grave. So now, Lars must also be buried in that same grave. If she doesn't recover, the thug incites the villagers to drive out Naraz and Ayu. The villagers, in anger, head towards Lalchi's house. Meanwhile, the expert was performing the ritual to expel the last spirit, but it violently threw the expert away. At that moment, something also enters the expert, and Narees and the expert start fighting, making animal-like noises. Just then, the expert appears. Either Gilarus has recovered, or the expert was about to expel the last spirit when Narees bites the expert's neck as if she were thirsty for blood, brutally attacking the expert. Witnessing this, the ground seems to slip from under Ayu and the officer's feet. The police officer wraps Lars in a cloth and says he must be buried in his mother's grave. Just then, the villagers arrive and kill the police officer. With the help of PGT Rashi, Ayu and Lars's friend take him to the grave, pursued by a thug. But Lars's friend runs him over with a car. The people reach the burial site. Ayu sees a cloth wrapped around a letter and realizes that this might be what is keeping the spirit inside her mother contained in the grave. The people dig up her mother's grave and her body is not decomposed at all. It was just like before, fresh. Then it stands up again and attacks Ayu. Hussein Daru, her friend, saves her, but Lars kills him. Lars becomes normal and hugs Ayu. Ayu apologizes to her. She knew it was the spirit's trick, that's why she chose Naras into the grave and it goes away. That means it. It was closed, now Ayu closes the grave. She sits in Lars' taxi and returns as if nothing has happened. She was sad because she had lost everyone she loved in her life. In reality, the one who has these spirits within them cannot die peacefully until all the spirits are removed from their body. Now, only the person who placed those spirits in the body can remove them. So, this movie always conveys that people can go to great lengths to attain beauty and we should stay away from such things or anything similar because things can bring us happiness for a short while, but they can ruin our entire lives. Therefore, a person should not be overly beauty conscious. And with this message, the story ends here.